put this together to give everyone, I guess, some tips and tricks to have a successful event and make the most of the new virtual format. It's new for everyone. It was new for us, and we've found some tips and tricks from running events over the past sort of 6 months that we think could help everyone. So what I'm going to do, I'll start from right at the beginning, from getting the email for your profile. I'll run through the 2 platforms that we're using, and then I will show you a few other bits and pieces that you can use to help throughout the event. At the end of this, I'll also be doing a Q&A, so people might have specific questions about the platform, and I'll do my best to answer all of those. Or if I can't get to those questions, I will send you an email as well. I'll put my email in the chat at the end here. So firstly, I'll jump out of here. So by now, everyone should have received an email that looks like this. This is your login email. It's got the information about the webinar we're on here now, and a little bit of info about setting up your profile. So the first thing that everyone should do is just click that Let's Get Started button, and that's going to take you to this page here. This is the home page of TechExit, our online event. As I mentioned, we'll be using 2 platforms. So this platform is called Swapcard. This is where the sessions will happen. This is where you can watch all of the videos. This is where you can see the other attendees, you can see the sponsors, and it's sort of like the main conference hall. So what I'm going to do, I'll run through this one to begin with. And once you've logged in, the first thing, and one of the most important things to do, is actually to set up your personal profile. So what you want to do on that homepage there, just click the little edit button. And in here, you can jump in and build it out. It's really simple, straightforward. You just click edit, it will take you through. You put in your information, you can put in your bio. And here I actually just went and copy and pasted my bio from LinkedIn, and it's a good way to do it. You can also take your photo from LinkedIn and just whip it over. It makes it quick and easy. You can put your social media information in there. You can also put your personal contact information in here. And this is important to note that you won't, other attendees won't actually be able to see this information unless you've connected with them, in the same way sort of like LinkedIn. So don't be worried that if you put your phone number and your email address in here that every man and his dog is going to be able to access it. It's only for people you've connected with. And I'll explain that in a little more detail as we go on, but that's worth noting there. You can also connect to your company. If you're part of a company, you can connect here. This is a database, and it should be able to search up whichever company you're part of. So this is there. That's the first thing we really suggest doing, and build it out as well as you can. It's a great way to, let other people know who you are and a bit of a background on yourself. And then once I get to the Attendee Connection piece, you'll see why also it's important there. Now, once you've gone ahead and you've completed your personal profile, you can start having a look around the platform. You'll see this is the home page. Down here, you'll be able to see all of the sponsors that are sponsoring the event. You'll be able to click through onto their sponsor profiles. I'll jump into that shortly. But the next piece I want to go into is actually the agenda. So the agenda itself, you'll see, you click agenda there, and you can click through the days. You can then scroll through here. You can see all of the sessions that are happening. And a really cool thing you can do here is you can actually click this little plus button, and you can you can make your own personal agenda for the event. So I've gone in here and I've said, I'd like to attend this session and this session and this session and this one. And then I can just constantly refer back to this My Event button, and I'll be able to see all of the sessions that are bookmarked. And that way you don't have to keep going back and scrolling through all the different sessions. You can just say at the beginning, go through, bookmark what you like, and then you have it all in one place. So back to here quickly. Once you've bookmarked a session, at the time of the event, all you need all you need to do is just click on this link here, and you'll get taken in. At the moment, there obviously isn't a session happening, so you can't see it, but there'll be a box that pops up here. That's where the video will come through. On the right-hand side, there'll be a chat box as well, and you can ask questions to the speakers. You can make comments. You can say that was a really good point. And we really encourage people to engage with other attendees and with the speakers, and take advantage of the fact that they're there, and you can ask them questions and get information out of them as well. you can see again, I've registered for this session, and we'd encourage everyone to go through that agenda and register for the ones that you're planning to attend. The next piece here is this attendee list. This is really cool. So what you can do in here, you can go through and you can see everyone at the event. If you'd like to connect with someone and talk with someone, or you see someone that you'd like to chat with, you can just click on them. And again, this is where it's important to update your profile so people actually know sort of a bit about your background and who you are. But you can click on them. You can go through, you can see their information about who they are. Again, their links to their LinkedIn or the social media links, the company that they're a part of. You can actually also see what other sessions they'll be attending, which is cool. And then you'll notice again, the contact details, only their website comes up, and their personal contact information will come up once you've connected with them, which is the next piece here. So on the right-hand side over here, you'll see send connection request. We suggest putting in, a compelling, just a bit of a reason as to why you'd like to connect with them and what you'd like to chat about. And once you've sent that connection request, you can then, you'll then be connected with them. Here's, just give you an example. Dave here, so I am connected with him. You'll notice now I can see his personal contact information. I can also, this is pretty cool. So if you have a good conversation with someone, everyone forgets, sometimes what the conversations were or what the next steps were out of a conversation. You can take notes in here, you can put some tags in, and then at the end, if you'd like, you can actually export that contact as well. And then you can use that however you please. If you wanted to just make a note of everyone you've connected with in order to connect with them afterwards, you can do that. But that's a great little piece there. You can export that information. I can also message Dave now. So now I'm connected with him. I can just type in a little message here, send him a message. It's one-on-one chatting. And then going a step further, if I'd like to have a one-on-one video call with Dave, I just click on his name there, and then I just click this little button here, and then it'll take us to a one-on-one video call. The next piece I'm going to cover is the sponsor profiles. And in here, you can see all the companies that are sponsoring TechExit. You can jump in, you can see a bit about their company. You can chat with them directly. You can send them a message on the right-hand side if there was something you wanted to cover. You can see the sessions that they're sponsoring here. And then let's say you watch the session and you wanted to chat a little more with someone from the team, you can do that there, or you can go in and you can see everyone who's associated, in this instance with Roynat, and you can just click on there and you'll be connected directly with, well, actually you still have to go through the connection process, but you can click again here and you can just connect with someone there. Up here on the right, the help desk, if you have any issues throughout the day, you can just jump in here. We'll have someone manning it and they'll be able to answer any technical questions or questions about the platform that you have, and we'll be there throughout the day. Another piece to keep your eye on is the notifications up here. So under the my event piece, if you bookmark a session and it starts in, you say you bookmark 3 or 4 sessions, you'll get a notification before those sessions start. You'll also get a notification if someone has sent you a connection request, and you'll see here, I've gotten a notification because someone has accepted my connection request. So in a way, again, it's sort of like LinkedIn, and you can just see all of your activity that happens on this platform in here. So that is from a high level. This is Swapcard. It's pretty easy to navigate and simple, which is nice. And I can answer any questions anyone has about this when we get to the end of the webinar. But that is Swapcard. And then the next piece I'm going to go to, it's called Remo. And Remo is our group networking platform. So as I mentioned in here earlier, you can do one-on-one calls and one-on-one messages with people on this platform. But a really cool piece of software we have called Remo, it allows you to actually have group networking. When the group networking starts, you can just click this. There'll be a button that comes up here, and it's not in there right now because the session hasn't started, but it will just say join the networking session, and you'll be taken to this page here. And this is Remo. Now, as I mentioned, it's a group networking platform. These are tables, and when the networking is happening, there'll be people all around these different tables. and you can just double click and move around the tables. The different number of seats in here correspond to the different the amount of people that are allowed in the table. So for example, I'm on 6 people at the moment. There's a 4-person table here. If I'd like to just have a private conversation, I can do so over here in the 2-person tables. And you can just jump around here. It's pretty cool. I'd really strongly suggest everyone to try it out and see what it's all about. And you can just jump in here. I wanted to cover quickly a couple of the technical issues or technical challenges you might come up against when you're using Remo for the first time. The first thing you need to do when you get in here is you need to turn your cam and your mic on, and that you can do that down here. If that doesn't turn on, you want to go and check that your camera and mic aren't being used in another app on your computer. So for example, I'm using Zoom right now, so obviously my camera and my mic are being used somewhere else, so that wouldn't allow me to use it in this platform. So if you're having issues, quit out of all your other apps and then come back in here, refresh the page and try again. If it's still not working, you can click this little hamburger menu up here and you can go through and you can click you can make sure the right camera is connected here and the right mic's connected here. And then if you're still having issues, we'll be floating around in here as well. We'll be able to help out. We sort of try and you can see there'll be a little yellow exclamation mark if someone's having issues or if you're having issues, and we'll be jumping around and we'll be helping anyone who might have those little yellow exclamation marks there. The last piece I want to go to outside of Remo now, this is the lobby. So if you get lost at any point throughout the event, you can jump in here. We'll share this link with you. It's techexitlobby.com/east. It has, it'll give you a link back to where the conference is and where the sessions are happening. It will give you a link to the networking center for you to go in there. And then you'll be able to see the attendee list, speaker list, everything like that as well in here. So again, we'll share that with you. But that sort of wraps this webinar up. We kept it pretty high level, but as I mentioned, if anyone has any questions, in the Q&A tab at the bottom of your screen, you'll see it there. You can ask me any questions that you have, and I'm happy to answer those, or you can put it in the chat box as well. So does anyone have any questions? Here we go. Okay, so I've got a question here. If there are any issues or if you'd like to contact me directly. So what I'll do quickly is I'm going to put where's the chat? I'll pop it in here. Oh, okay, I can't type and reply to that, but I'm going to put my personal email. If you'd like to contact me, if you have any questions, I'm going to put it in the chat here. And then if anyone has any issues or questions as we lead up to the event in the next couple of days, you can email me directly. So it's tom@cubebusinessmedia.com, and everyone should be able to see that now. Were there any other questions? So I got a question here from Sunny. I recently changed my profile from my managing director to my own. She cannot attend. Do I need to notify IT? So if you wanted to change over the profile, you can just you can just change the name on there for yourself, or if you'd like, you can contact us and we can help out with that as well. I've got another question here. Just about the browsers. So a good browser to use, we really recommend using Chrome. That seems to be the best browser, especially for Remo, for the group networking. So I suggest using Chrome in there. Sunny, another quick question here about the profile pic. Yeah, that looks like it could be. It's just about changing the profile picture and not changing. If you'd like, my email is in there, and I can get in touch with you directly there, Sunny, and we can work through that and make sure that the image is sorted out there to make sure it's your own profile picture. tom@qbusinessmedia.com. There we go. Were there any other questions? So I've got a question here. What is the lobby URL? I'll type it in here just so everyone can bookmark it, and we'll also be sending it out to you. TechExitLobby.com/east. Okay. I'll give it another minute or so if anyone else has any other questions they wanted to run through. Alrighty, it looks like we've answered everything here. Again, if you have any questions, even if they're really simple questions, feel free to email us. Email me, tom@qbusinessmedia.com. Again, it's in the chat. I'm also recording this webinar, so I'm going to send it out as a recap. So if you or anyone else in your team couldn't attend today and they wanted to have a bit more insight into how the platforms work, you can send them the link. Otherwise, feel free to message us with questions, or we'll see you in a couple of days. Thanks.